Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear and see me clearly?
Yes, again.
By the way, my name is Zosha. How about you? What is your name?
My name is Koki. Yeah.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Cookie.
nice to meet you, Toshia.
So, Cookie, how are you today?
Today, so I'm good. Yeah. So we have nothing special. Yeah. How about
Nothing
you?
special. I'm fine also. Thank you for asking.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cookie, please let me know if you cannot hear me clearly, okay?
Okay, okay. Yeah, it's
Thank you
okay.
so
Yeah.
much.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to study daily news in this lesson. The title is Skinny Talk, the dark side of TikTok wellness content. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay, so please read our title for today.
Okay,
Okay.
skinny talk, the dark side of TikTok's wellness content.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so let's have words and phrases. Let's learn some of the words that are used in the article. So let's have the first word. Please repeat after me
Okay.
once. Mainstream.
Mainstream.
Okay, let's read sample sentence. She prefers indie film over mainstream movies.
She prefers indie films over mainstream movies.
Okay, do you want to practice, Kiki, making a sentence using the word mainstream?
Yeah, yes, I do. Yeah. So
Okay.
mainstream. Mm, using iPhone series is mainstream in Japan.
Series in Japan. Okay. Repeat your answer. Using iPhone series is mainstream in Japan.
Yes,
Okay, well done. Thank you so much. Your grammar is correct. Mainstream in Japan.
mainstream.
Yes. Now, amplify.
Amplify.
Okay. Her action only serves to amplify the tension in the room.
Her actions only served to amplify the tension in the room.
Okay, how about amplify?
Amplify. Amplify. Mm, amplify. The voice of my manager amplified my reputation in my company.
Yeah, well done. Okay. So, the voice of my manager amplifies my reputation in company.
Hmm.
Okay, well done. Good job, Cookie. So next one, inspirational.
Aspi-
Inspirational.
Aspirational.
Okay. He decorated his office with inspirational quotes about success and hard work.
He decorated his office with aspirational quotes about success and hard work. Aspirational. Hmm. Um, props to uh, uh, props to the aspirational culture of my company. I can work on things I'm not familiar with.
Perhaps, right?
Props to
To
the aspirational culture of my company.
culture of my company.
I can work on the things I'm not familiar with.
Pardon again, Miss Cookie. Unfamiliar things.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, unfamiliar things. Okay, so we can have this one. So perhaps two. The inspirational culture of my company. I am able. You can have this one. I am able to work unfamiliar things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one.
Yes.
Oh, we can use the word you here, Cookie. This one. Please read.
Due to. So, I mean, props to. Yeah, like thanks to.
Oh, perhaps or thanks. How much better you can say thanks to my company and spiritual culture.
Yes.
I can take that. So we can have this one. Thanks to my company and spiritual culture, I can take on a unfamiliar task. Oh, that props to. I thought perhaps, sorry,
Yeah, it's okay.
props to. Okay, yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. So, props to. Now, next one, this one, dehumanizing. Dehu-
Dehumanizing.
Dehumanizing. Okay,
Dehumanizing. Hmm.
yes. The prisoners were subjected to dehumanizing conditions.
The prisoners were subjected to dehumanizing conditions.
Conditions.
Subjected to. Hmm. In this sentence, what is the meaning of the word subjected to?
It's a priority. Like you're they focus for that one. Subject to
Subject.
dehumanizing.
Hmm. Dehumanize. Dehumanize.
It means that they're going to this example. They focus or they're going to discuss. So when the things that they want consider or they want to study like
Mm-hmm.
that.
I see. Dehumanizing.
Yes.
Hmm. Mm. Okay. Okay. So in history, slaves are forced to live in dehumanizing
That's right.
environment.
Yes, yes, yes.
So mm, can I say dehumanizing alternatively as inhumane?
Yeah, you can have that one cookie.
Okay, okay.
Because also when we say demonizing, it means to remove from a person the special human. So you want that feelings or
Mm-hmm.
etc. for that one.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So next one is rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole.
I fell down a rabbit hole of conspiracy videos last night.
I fell down a rabbit hole of conspiracy
Conspir
conspi-
conspiracy.
conspiracy videos last night.
Yes. This
Mm,
one is idiom.
idiom, yeah.
Yes.
Rabbit hole and Alice in Wonderland, I guess.
Mm, that's right.
uh, yeah. So
Confused.
a situation that is strange. No, rabbit hole. Mm, it's difficult. Rabbit hole. I can come up with my sentence. So please let me know your sentence.
You can have like example. You can say I started researching one small topic, but soon I fell down a rabbit hole of
Okay,
endless. Yeah. Okay, I will type it for you. You
okay,
can have
okay.
this one.
So
Yes.
like the one
Like
is in the maze, you know.
yeah, you started and then but soon you fell down because it's strange situation. So a rabbit hole. Instead of a strange situation, we can say rabbit hole of endless articles or
Mm-hmm.
videos. Just a moment. Okay, this one.
Rabbit hole.
This one.
So researching one small topic that so I felt down a rabbit hole of interest articles. Okay.
Okay. So, Cookie, do you have any question before we proceed to comprehension?
Mm. I see. I didn't have any questions, but
Okay.
so rabbit hole.
Rabbit
Fell
hole.
down in a rabbit hole means like I I got lost.
Yes. Actually, aside from this one, there are lots of idiom. Like example, uh, under the table, and then common under the table. Uh, feel weather. Like there are lots. Actually, there are a lot, but usually we didn't use the idiom.
A rabbit hole?
Yeah.
You don't use a rabbit hole.
No, but break the leg. We usually use
Break the
that one.
rag.
Yeah.
Break the rag.
Yeah.
Break the rag.
I will type
Oh.
it for you. Break the leg.
So hmm. I can't go out because I go out of that place because my legs are broken. So yeah, that is idiom.
Oh no,
No?
because when we say break a leg, it means good luck.
Good luck, huh?
Yeah,
Break
good
the
luck.
leg. Break
Yeah,
the
you
leg.
can try to search that one. Break the leg. Example, if you're going to,
Why that is good luck?
yeah, this one. Try to search that one.
Break
So
the leg.
break the leg, it means good luck. Like
Hmm.
it's an Egypt. Example, my friend. I had a friend. I told her, she's going to audition, so we should, okay, you got this audition, just break the leg, break a leg, break a
Hmm.
leg. We call that one break a leg.
Yeah, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, you can have that one. Break a leg.
Yes.
Okay, so do you have any question, Cookie, before we proceed to comprehension?
Nothing so far. Thank you.
Okay, so let's have comprehension. So let's have this one. Okay, Cookie, please check the direction, please.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Ok- Okay, so let's check the question that you will have to answer later. So please look at the question as I read them twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, number one, what does the trend promote? What does the trend promote? Number two, what did TikTok claim? What did TikTok claim? Number three, what are some of the serious risk? What are the some of the serious risk? Okay, so now let's listen together, okay? And I will start. I will play this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Skinny Talk. The dark side of TikTok's wellness content. While harmful ideas have always existed online, a new TikTok trend called Skinny Talk brings pro eating disorder content into mainstream view. Disguised as wellness advice, it promotes extreme restriction and verbal abuse. This trend is especially dangerous for young women and those in recovery from eating disorders. Though content like this has existed before, TikTok's algorithm amplifies it, making it harder to avoid. TikTok claims to limit such content and offer mental health resources, but these videos continue to surface. Unlike past online communities where content was hidden, Skinny Talk frames disordered eating as normal, even aspirational. That makes it more difficult for viewers to recognize the danger. Much of the content mimics symptoms of anorexia, sometimes masked as humor or tough love. These dehumanizing messages can echo the internal voices of people struggling with eating disorders. Phrases like "you don't need a treat," "you're not a dog" send harmful messages about hunger and self-worth. The risks are serious: permanent bone loss, organ damage, and long-term mental health issues. Algorithms can quickly drag users down a rabbit hole. Parents and teens must understand that seemingly harmless videos can spark lifelong struggles. Eating disorders are not a phase, they can ruin or end lives.
Okay. So, Koke, do you want to listen again or we can proceed to question and answer?
Please let me listen again.
Okay. I will start again.
Skinny Talk. The dark side of TikTok's wellness content. While harmful ideas have always existed online, a new TikTok trend called Skinny Talk brings pro eating disorder content into mainstream view. Disguised as wellness advice, it promotes extreme restriction and verbal abuse. This trend is especially dangerous for young women and those in recovery from eating disorders. Though content like this has existed before, TikTok's algorithm amplifies it, making it harder to avoid. TikTok claims to limit such content and offer mental health resources, but these videos continue to surface. Unlike past online communities where content was hidden, Skinny Talk frames disordered eating as normal, even aspirational. That makes it more difficult for viewers to recognize the danger. Much of the content mimics symptoms of anorexia, sometimes masked as humor or tough love. These dehumanizing messages can echo the internal voices of people struggling with eating disorders. Phrases like "you don't need a treat," "you're not a dog" send harmful messages about hunger and self-worth. The risks are serious: permanent bone loss, organ damage, and long-term mental health issues. Algorithms can quickly drag users down a rabbit hole. Parents and teens must understand that seemingly harmless videos can spark lifelong struggles. Eating disorders are not a phase, they can ruin or end lives.
Okay, so now let's
Mhm.
proceed to question and answer.
Yes.
Okay, so number one, what does the trend promote? Cooking.
The trend promotes extreme restriction and verbal abuse.
Good job. Number two, what did TikTok claim?
TikTok claims to limit such content and offer mental health resources.
Okay, thank you so much for that one. I thought you were going to extend more, expand
Okay,
your answer.
okay, okay. So I focused
But
on that claim.
yeah, it's okay. So, what are some of the serious risk?
Serious risk. Some of serious risks are permanent bone loss,
Mhm.
organ damage, and long-term mental health issues.
Okay, well done, Goki. Thank you so much because your answer is all correct. Impressive.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's move on to read out the article,
Yes.
please. Let's start.
Skinny Talk, the dark side of TikTok's wellness content. While harmful ideas have always existed online, a new TikTok trend called Skinny Talk brings pro-eating disorder content into mainstream view. Disguised as wellness advice, it promotes extreme restriction and verbal abuse. This trend is especially dangerous for young women and those in recovery from eating disorders. Though content like this has existed before, TikTok's algorithm amplifies it, making it harder to avoid. TikTok claims to limit such content and offer mental health resources, but these videos continue to surface. Unlike past online communities where content was hidden, Skinny Talk frames disordered eating as normal, even aspirational. That makes it more difficult for viewers to recognize that danger. Much of the content mimics symptoms of anorexia, something masked as humor or tough love. These dehumanizing messages can echo the internal voices of people struggling with eating disorders. Phrases like "you don't need a treat," "you're not a dog," send harmful messages about hunger and self-worth. The risks are serious: permanent bone loss, organ damage, and long-term mental health issues. Algorithms can quickly drag users down a rabbit hole. Parents and teens must understand that seemingly harmless videos can spark lifelong struggles. Eating disorders are not a phase. They can ruin or end lives.
Yes, thank you so much, Yuki. Your pronunciation is clear. I like the way you read. You look like example like a reporter. The way you
Reporter.
dis yeah, you dis yeah, because it's perfect, like clear and understandable the way you
Oh,
read the
thank
content.
you.
Oh, by the way, Cookie, do you have any question or unfamiliar for this one before we proceed to comprehension?
Nothing. Yeah, so
None.
let's proceed to next part.
Okay, so let's have discussion here. So please check direction. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Are you
Yes.
done?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will read each question, then you can answer freely or open the answer key to have a better idea on how to answer.
Hmm.
So let's start number one. So should social media platforms be held legally responsible for the mental health effects or of harmful content like skinny talk? So please support your answer, Koki.
Mm, yes, they should. Yeah, because legally, if if they are not legally responsible, they
Mm,
they amplify those contents because yeah, they those contents are so more and more stimulus than other normal topics.
mm,
So yeah, those topics can attract a lot of interactions or views from yeah, especially young people or who are interested in that topic. So yeah, if there are no regulations, it is difficult for the viewers to escape from that content as long as they are online. Yeah, so yeah, they should. Those platformers should be responsible for that situation.
exactly. Thank you so much for your wonderful opinion, Cookie. Yeah, I totally agree with you for that one. Now, do you think the promotion of thinness as an ideal of beauty still dominates modern media? What do you think?
Mm, Fitness. Mm, yes. An
You sure?
ideal.
Because I think for me, this one, I don't think the promotion of thinness as an ideal of beauty still dominates in
Mm.
modern media.
Yeah, recently, so most media
Mm-hmm.
most media focus on the so how can I say diversity and inclusion
Yes.
aspect. So yeah, that is not so ideal, but when it comes to my real life, there are a lot of contents
Mm-hmm.
that features the so theater models and celebrities or yeah on on the surface of the magazines and the posters or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So yeah, there are still mm, some how can I say stereotype
Mm-hmm.
among us.
Sorry. Yeah. But for me, maybe in it depends in our opinion, right? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you have a idea, or you have your idea is always you're correct, that one. So it
Mm-hmm.
depends always in the situation, because
Yes.
yes, because like what you've said, so the priority they promote thinness, like you mentioned, because example they are model, so
Mm-hmm.
they should focus for that to maintain their, also they want to maintain
Yes. Yes.
this. So
Mm.
thank you. Now, should parents monitor their children's social media usage more closely, and what could
Mm.
be good or bad about it?
Um, yeah, so I think yeah, parents should monitor their children's social media more closely because in Japan, yeah, there are some problems on the usage
Hmm.
of smartphone or social media among young people because they are involved in the scams.
Yeah.
Uh, so mm, they are used as so one of the how can I say one of the people employed by the Japanese gang. Yeah, so yeah, so uh, if the gang do the scams
Mm-hmm.
directly,
Mm-hmm.
the police arrest the gangs. But
Mm-hmm.
so if ask the younger people or the so part-time jobber to do that scams for yeah money to some extent, yeah, so they are likely to work as the scammer implicitly,
Exactly.
yeah, uh, without their noticing. So
Mm-hmm.
mm, yeah, so that is likely to be among younger younger people because they are not they don't have literacy,
That's right.
especially about the social media. So parents have to educate and monitor their children.
That's right. Exactly. And addition for your answer. I will send it to you. Can read this one later,
Okay.
Cookie. So this one you can read that one later. And Cookie, since we don't have enough time for this, so I
Mhm.
will. You have lots of vocabulary like stimulus,
Mhm.
diversity, stereotype, literacy. Well done, and your pronunciation is understandable and clear and
Oh.
well, very well said.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, you really impressed me actually.
Oh.
Tell you honestly that you really impressed me for
Mhm.
this
Thank you.
topic. So thank you so much, Cookie. It's a great food that
Yes, for
I
me
need
too.
to. Yeah, me too. So thank you so much. Have a great
Yeah. Have a
day.
good day.
Bye bye.
Bye.